This just in, HIIT is far more beneficial from a weight loss and efficiency standpoint than low to moderate intensity exercise in the fat burn zone. Ding, ding, ding. That's absolutely true. High intensity interval training, also called HIIT, is the concept of rotating alternate periods of high intensity effort with periods of low to moderate intensity effort. For example, rotating back and forth from low to moderate intensity walking to short periods of more vigorous jogging. Now, how we burn calories and lose weight should be common knowledge, but it's not. So I'm going to explain as briefly and simply as I can without all the science and math that very few people care about. The higher our heart rate and breathing rate, the more calories that we burn. Burning calories and creating an energy imbalance, in other words, using more than you take in, is one of the primary methods for producing weight loss. At low intensity levels of activity, like walking, when heart rate and breathing rate are low, we burn a higher percentage of fat as fuel in comparison to carbohydrates, about 65% fat to 35% carbs. That's why it's considered the fat burn zone. Unfortunately, in the fat burn zone, very few total calories are burned. During higher intensity activities like jogging, we burn a higher percentage of carbohydrates as fuel in comparison to fat, about 60% to 40%, but far more calories in total because heart rate and breathing rate are considerably higher. In fact, we burn more than double the calories. Simply put, if you're interested in weight loss, it's not the percentage of what is burned that really makes a difference, it's the total calories burned. Now let's take a look at what happens during HIIT. Once you start incorporating a little periodic jogging with your walk, for example, 10 seconds of every minute, your heart rate and breathing rate quickly accelerate to high intensity levels until well after you stop the jog and are walking again. They then very slowly begin to gradually decrease, but never get back to the walking rate again before you start another brief jog. In this way of exercising, oxygen utilization and calorie burn stay consistently much higher than the fat burn zone and are only slightly less than the high intensity continuous jogging that you may be doing. From a time efficiency standpoint, you can burn the same amount of calories in 28 minutes of HIIT as 1 hour of walking or 24 minutes of continuous jogging. So, what makes the most sense from an effort and weight loss standpoint? To me, it's a no brainer. If you enjoy this type of content, please like this post and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, make better choices and get healthy.